Hi everyone, Ricardo, Gonçalves here. We are going to be taking you through the RBA statement live as it drops in the next 30 seconds. The market is expecting a rate rise of at least 15 basis points, taking the official cash rate target to 0.25%. If there is a rate rise, it is the first time in about 11 and a half years since it happened, and the RBA statement should be dropping as we speak. The RBA has decided to increase the cash rate target by 25 basis points. So the RBA has lifted official interest rates by 25 basis points. It's a little bit more than the market expected, 0.1 percentage points. So the RBA increasing its interest rate, the official cash rate, by 25 basis points to 35 basis points. So I'll take a quick look at the statement from the RBA. It's saying that it's noticed that the time is right now to begin withdrawing some of the what it calls extraordinary monetary policy that was put in place to help the Australian economy during the pandemic. It says that the outlook for the economy in Australia remains positive. Again, inflation has picked up more than expected, as we already know, and its central forecast for inflation is for the headline rate of around 6%, the underlying rate of around 4.75%. Of course, the target band is 2 to 3%, so it does expect underlying inflation to overshoot by mid-2024. The RBA also saying that it is committed to doing what is necessary to ensure that inflation in Australia returns to target over time. This will require a further lift in interest rates over the period ahead. So we already knew that interest rates was going to continue to rise. The RBA being quite implicit in saying this will require a further lift in interest rates over the period, and that the board will continue to closely monitor the incoming information and evolving balance of risks as it determines the timing and extent of future interest rate rises. So what we're seeing here is the Reserve Bank saying, hey, inflation is going to rise much more than what we thought. Let's lift interest rates a little bit more than what the market was thinking. So instead of 0.15 basis points, the unusual move historically, the RBA usually has interest rates at a 0.25 or a 0.5. So the official cash rate will be at 0.35 basis points. That'll put a lot of journos out of place, because I know a lot of graphics were being made with expectations of a rise of a 0.15% or about 0.4. So the Reserve Bank lifting rates. Let's take a look what the share market's done in reaction. The S&P ASX 200 is down about 30 points since before the decision, and the Australian dollar has surged. So before the decision, the Australian dollar was at 70.8 US. It is now at 71.5. So the currency market's really moving as a result. We will bring you all you need to know about what this means for your mortgage and for your savings account on SBS World News later tonight. That's coming up at 6:30. Raina Sarampaya will have a bit of a story on it for you. I'll be speaking with Warren Hogan as well. So stick around. That will be coming up at 6:30 on SBS.